for first coming out here. Oh, it's what is it? Today is July the 8th, and I know it's a day that has been a lot of anticipation for both Julie and Will for a lot of reasons. It's a lot of work to make a wedding. Good God. It's crazy, though. So most sibling wedding speeches start off by saying some really great things about their siblings, all while completely roasting them to hell in a handbasket. But I think I'll just spare that for right now and talk about my first time I actually ever met Will. So it was some random morning in December, sometime in December. It was the time the World Junior Hockey Championship was on, and it was taking place in Switzerland at the time. In Canada had played, but they had played at like 5 in the morning at our time. So I had recorded it on our PVR, and I walked downstairs, and there was Will. He was making coffee, and he had brewed it and everything like that. And the following interaction went as such. Hey man, I'm Arthur. Nice to meet you. Will. Hey man. Yep. Nice to meet you too. Listen, I don't know if you've seen the hockey game yet, but don't tell me anything about the hockey game because I just have it recorded and I'm about to watch it right now. Will. Oh, no, don't worry. I won't say anything about the game because I stopped watching when it was 3-2 at the end of the first. So I stood there for like about a minute, like, so confused. Utterly, it must have felt like hours for Will. To this day, I've really never met anybody who, when I asked as a request, hey, please don't spoil this for me. And then they said, no, I won't spoil it for you, and then they proceed to immediately spoil it for me. Without hesitation. So I thought, like, all right, well, if he's going to be part of the family, he's not going to know what spoilers are. I don't know if we've made progress in that category yet, but I do know that it will never happen again. Besides my first interaction being rather odd, he really has actually been a really wonderful addition to the family. One thing that I really like about Will is that he doesn't really say a huge amount, but when he does, it's usually an absolutely amazing bazinga or one-liner that just comes out of nowhere, and it made it so much funnier because he didn't say anything. Moving into it, it's just like, oh, that came out of nowhere, and that was really funny. He's also been a huge supporter of my career. He's come out to a number of my gigs, like a lot of my gigs, and he's always bought merch, and that always gave me money, and I think that's a great thing. So he's really shown up for my sister also in a lot of other ways. He's really demonstrated countless times what it really means, I think, to show up for the people that you care about, and I just think he's a really good guy, and that allows me to give him 2 thumbs up. So, well, thank you to this very, very loud family. We are very loud family. So. Now, Julie. What to say about Julie? All right. Nice things. I tried to come up with as many different ways of roasting Julie as I could on her big day, but I really couldn't narrow down the story. There were just too many to choose from. So after like spending some time in the woods and meditating and finding myself, I decided to instead not roast Julie for right now, emphasis on right now, and instead tell probably one of my favorite stories about Julie. So back in 2012, she went to Langara College and she met a bunch of friends, Brittany, Amy, and a bunch of others. knowing Julie, she doesn't really drink all that much or now at all, but at the time this was her first time really partying, and she, as you all also know, she likes to take videos of basically everything that exists. And so she got very drunk, very, very drunk, and she, unfortunately doesn't exist anymore, she's since deleted this, but she just takes out her camera, and her friend Brittany is there, and Brittany's drinking a screwdriver, and she just goes, Brittany is drinking a screwdriver, and she wants to screw a driver. Yeah, for drivers in the house. But Julie, to this day, that line lives rent-free in my brain. So, unfortunately, that video no longer exists. I think she deleted it after she realized that taking drunken videos of yourself is not a good idea. So, I just have to keep that in. But now you all know it, so you can just let that know. 10 points for Gryffindor. So it really comes down to this. Instead of roasting Julie, which I guess I already kind of did, I also guess, in a way, I also would like to thank her. She's really been my #1 fan, like big time #1 fan. She's been a bigger fan of mine than my air conditioner. But actually, a lot of you probably don't know, as a kid, I had a very hard time growing, we'll do that too. I had a hard time sleeping in my own room for a very, very, very long time. I don't know, I was a very anxious kid, and so I slept in her room. She let me sleep on her floor until the very tender age of 9. But on top of that, she's come to like almost every single one of my gigs that I've done, and she usually learns the lyrics to all my band songs, sometimes way better than my bandmates. I ask her to write the lyrics, and she's like, "Oh, you didn't do the second verse right." And I'm like, yeah, and I guess like as well, she's also like, I don't know what else. I'm proud of ad-libbing, but I don't know whether I hope this revives my stand-up career. But on top of all that, she's also accepted my super crazy, ridiculous nature, my complete inability to not make a Geico joke, my complete and utter lack and ability to take anything seriously at all. I literally can't take anything seriously. It's a huge problem. But she's never once got personality as well, so. But not only that, her ability to be as passionate about as which she is, really the things that she loves and cares about, really, as Lauren said, wears her heart on her sleeve. Too many times in this day and age, I think we just kind of get very, apathetic and don't really start to care about a lot of the things that we should care about. And Julie, as passionate as she does, really does care a lot about the things that she does in fact care about. And I think that's very admirable, to the point I think, like, if only people cared as much about Julie, we would have a lot more passionate Jason Mraz fans. Which I think is a great thing. So to Julie, as your brother, I guess I say this, just keep being you. Keep being passionate. Keep caring about the things you care about. Keep that part of you that reminisces on childhood memories, memorizes dates, and that I don't even remember at all, and they're about me. Keep wearing your heart on your sleeve when it comes to music, love, and above all, your love for your extended family. And I suppose, at the end of the day, if you really, really try really hard in this life, you can save 15% or more on car insurance.